I was a carpenter from Nazareth. I'd been building up the business for a number of years so that I could get married. Then someone pointed out Mary. What a lovely girl, and from a good family. She was not particularly beautiful, but when she smiled, everything just seemed better. She worked hard too, and she was an excellent cook. So I spoke to her father, and after a bit of negotiation, we got engaged. Then she told me she was pregnant with God's baby. For a while, my world just all fell apart.
Joe, mate, I'm so sorry. I thought Mary was perfect for you. I can't believe she's having a baby.
Doesn't seem to make any sense to me either. She's from a strict family, and she really seemed to like me. Thought she might even love me.
Well, obviously not.
Oh man. She keeps saying he was an angel.
That handsome? Oh no.
No, she keeps saying he was an actual angel from God.
That's possibly worse. Cuckoo!
I've asked around. There's no madness in the family that anyone can say. She really seemed to believe an angel came and said she'd get pregnant with God's child.
Oh no. What are you going to do?
Well, I can't bear the thought of her having her punished in front of everyone. So we'll just quietly tear up the marriage agreement and I'll look for someone else. She'll have to go away somewhere. Perhaps she'll never be able to come back.
That's really good of you, Joe. I wouldn't be so forgiving.
Nor me.
Keep this to yourselves, guys. She's going to have a tough enough time as it is. Joseph! Joseph, I'm asleep. Leave me alone.
Joseph!
To my misery.
What do you want? Stop being miserable and listen to me. Sit up and take notice for a start.
I'm sorry. I've had some stuff to deal with.
I know. That's what I'm here to tell you about. I am an angel from God.
What?
Mary is telling the truth. Joseph, son of David, Mary is pregnant with God's son. There has been no betrayal, only blessing.
Am I going mad now?
No, you're not. Mary isn't a liar. She is telling the truth. Marry her, take care of this child. He is going to save everyone.
Matt! Nat! Matt! Nat!
What's up, Joe? What is it?
You look odd. Are you feeling alright?
The last 2 days have been pretty tough for you, man. Come on, why don't you sit down?
No! You're not going to believe this, but last night I was visited by an angel. Mary is telling the truth and the marriage is back on.
You're right. I'm not going to believe you.
The angel was as real as you are now. And I felt God's peace. We're going to get married.
Well, when you come to your senses, let me know. Until then.
I'm so glad. It did all feel wrong. I wonder what God's got planned for this child.
Our first problem is going to be how to get to Bethlehem for the census. That's where my family come from.
I know. A direct descendant from King David. You may have told me before, once or twice.
When I thought Mary was pregnant with another man's child, it was the worst few days of my life, because I literally held her life in my hands. If I had chosen to, I could have had her stoned by the village. We were engaged, which was a binding contract, and it seemed that she had broken it in the worst possible way. It was awful. But I found I couldn't bear to have her stand in front of everyone and say that she had been visited by an angel. God's baby? Once or twice, I did wonder if something else was going on. There were rumours about her elderly cousin being 6 months pregnant, and her husband had been supposedly visited by an angel too. But nobody seemed to know the full story. So when the angel came to me, I was so relieved. I literally woke up and wept. And I may have danced a little too. Then I began to think about what the angel had actually said. I am descended from King David, something our family knows really well. And that seemed to be important. And we were to name the little boy Jesus. Suddenly, everything we did or didn't do had meaning. Of course, sadly, not everyone went along with it. Nat's a really good friend still, but Matt never spoke to me again. And a lot of the villagers were really unkind, especially to Mary. Still, the joy for me was watching the story unfold, knowing that God was taking care of us.